Welcome again. In this session, we're going to read from what Jesus said about whom you should fear. Yeah, there's someone you should fear. Let's read it. We're on Luke chapter 12 right now. We're reading verses 4 and 5. I tell you, my friends, remember, these are the words in red, by the way. These are the words of the Lord himself. I tell you, my friends, don't be afraid of those who kill the body, and after that have no more that they can do. But I warn you whom you should fear. Fear him who, after he has killed, has power to cast into hell. And we got Gehenna here, which is the Greek word for hell. Yes, I tell you, fear him. I remember years ago I mentioned this to somebody and I said, Jesus is teaching you to fear someone. Who do you think that Jesus is teaching you to fear? This person that I spoke to wasn't very well informed or wasn't really thinking very well. So they answered, well, we should fear the devil. I said, absolutely not. Jesus never taught that you should fear the devil. He cast the devils out of people, confront the devils, destroy the works of the devil, not fear the devil. Jesus never feared the devil, and nor did he teach other people to fear the devil. Obviously, this is talking about God. Let's read this one more time. I tell you, my friends, don't be afraid of those who kill the body and after have no more that they can do. But I warn you whom you should fear. Fear him who after he has killed has power to cast into Gehenna or hell. Yes, I tell you, fear him. God has the power to cast your soul into hell. Throughout all the scriptures, we always read about the necessity of fearing God. We need to fear God. It says over and over and over and over again, fear God. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, just the beginning. A lot of people don't even have that. The fear of the Lord is to hate all evil. Evil, not according to what you think evil is. To a lot of people, what is good, according to the scriptures, is evil to them. No. Evil according to what God says evil is. You got to be more concerned about what God thinks than about what you think. You got to be more concerned about what God thinks than what other people think. So he said, fear him who has the power to cast you into hell. Yes, I tell you, fear him. And that reminds me too, God is the one who casts souls into hell. The devil isn't. The devil's too busy deceiving people. The devil's not throwing people into hell. Nowhere does it say in the scriptures that the devil throws people into hell. The devil doesn't have the power or the power of judgment to do that. God is the ultimate authority, and he has the power to throw you into hell. That's why we should fear him. That's why to fear the Lord is to hate all evil. So some people say, now I know that, this is just a product of this corrupt Christianity we're so suffering with today. Some people say, well, God doesn't judge you. God doesn't throw you into hell. You throw yourself into hell. What a stupid thing to say. You think that people, when they go to court, let's say the judge The judge is up there, and if someone gets caught for, maybe, stealing a car or something. Okay, and so they get convicted and they're guilty, and now they're sentenced. Do you think that they say, "Oh, I'm gonna throw myself in jail"? No, it's the judge that makes the judgment. It's the judge that puts you in jail. Okay, the judge makes the call. The officers are the ones who take you there and lock you up. Okay, God is the one who makes the call. Okay. No one throws themselves into hell. And I know that's just a nice little pretty little thing to say when you're trying to witness to somebody. Oh, why would I serve a God who throws people into hell? Because he does throw people into hell. Fear him. Obey him. Seek to please him with all of your power. Don't play Russian roulette with your soul. God doesn't go, "Oh, well, I'm not going to throw anybody into hell. I'm just too nice." If God was like that, he wouldn't be a God of justice. Can you imagine if, people who kill and steal and all kinds of stuff, they go to court and the judge is like, "No, I'm not going to throw anybody in jail." What kind of judge would that be? The whole country, the whole county, if not country, would be completely corrupt. You'd have people roaming the streets killing people and thinking, just because they can get away with it. If a judge is really just, and if a judge is really doing what's right, the judge does take the criminal and throws him into jail or punishes them with another different kind of punishment. If God is really just, he does throw people into hell. He won't allow you to be a neighbor to a serial killer in heaven. Oh, some people think, "Oh, well, when I get to heaven, all my sins will be, all my sinful, desires will be put to death, when I die, and I won't have any more sinful desire, and so I'll just go to heaven, and when I die, I'll be perfect then." Excuse me? You're putting more faith in your death than you are in Jesus' death. You are saying that you cannot, even with God's help, repent of your sin until you die? You're saying that God has to kill you before you can repent of your sin, before you can stop sinning? Are you kidding me? God is not an invalid. Yes, God throws people into hell. Well, people don't understand. See, one of the things that people don't understand is that they think that everybody is a child of God. Well, why would God throw his own children into hell for eternity? What kind of father is that? Again, you don't know the scriptures. You don't even know God, let alone the scriptures. The scriptures declare very explicitly that very few people are actually born of God. Very few people are actually really born again. Born again means you become a child of God. Jesus said to a whole lot of people in John chapter 8, "You are the children of Satan." How can you be a child of Satan and a child of God at the same time? It's impossible. You can't. So, God is the one who throws people into hell. He is the one you should fear. Jesus said, not so much the one who kills the body, but fear the one whom after the body is dead can throw your soul into hell. Fear him. What does that mean? Get wise. It means read the scriptures and do it. Read the scriptures. Start right from the very beginning. Think about it. The first century church didn't have the so-called New Testament when they were preaching their gospel, or when they're doing their services. They didn't have no New Testament back then. They had other scriptures and everything previous to that. Search the scriptures. Get into it. Do whatever you can do. Obey whatever you can obey. That's the best you can do. Okay? So, don't forget, as you go, don't forget to fear God. He is certainly someone you don't want to get angry. Okay? May God bless you and enlighten the eyes of your understanding and give you knowledge above all your peers as you meditate upon this and many other wonderful spiritual truths. Thanks again.